Hello, our goal today is to get into CERS, the California Educator Reporting System. You can do that in two ways from this main screen on the CASP and LPAC website. You can either click here and then click the button that pops up again for CERS, or up at the top where it says System Links, you can choose CERS. When you do that, it will open up a new tab and it will prompt you to log in. This is the same login that you use for everything within the CASP and LPAC ecosystem. So TOMS, CERS, the test administrator interface, everything would use this same username and login. I'm not going to log in because I don't want to show live student data. Instead, I'm going to use this tool that they have available called the Sandbox. So this is the CERS Sandbox. It is just fake data shown what it would look like if we were logged into CERS, but not showing real data. So when you first log in, you'll see a screen that looks like this. What we are going to use today is this search by school, but if at another point you want to search by a particular student, you can enter in their SSID, or if you have any assigned groups, the assigned groups goes in with how CERS is rostered. Every teacher, every classroom teacher is rostered to their group of students so that they can look up their group of students. Teachers can also look up by grade level. And then sometimes those groups of students also have TOSAs or CSPs or principals attached to them. We're going to look at this search by school. I'm going to have one school and then one grade. Make sure you're choosing a grade that actually has an IAB or an FIAB and the data in there, and then click search. This tab is what that looks like. If you're not finding anything for the 24-25 school year, like if your site wasn't able to do one of the IABs or FIABs, you can go back and look at a previous year. You might just then have to use this search feature in order to find an IAB. Otherwise, if it's for the school year, chances are this is the only thing that's in there for that grade level, just the one FIAB or IAB that they did. When you first see it, you will see this aggregate of the results for the 86, in this case, students that took this assessment. You can see the distribution between above, near, and below standard, which are the three levels that we receive for IABs and FIABs. If you would rather see, instead of a percent, but see it as a number of students, you can use this toggle here. So now I see 16%, but then I can see the number is actually 14 students. And then I have the average scale score here. We're going to go more in depth by clicking Show Results. You can see up at the top it defaults to results by student, and it's just alphabetical by this first column. You can, though, choose how you want it sorted. If you want to see all of the students that scored below standard, or you want to see the scale score ranges and you want to sort it in that way. We are also going to look at the items, or the results by item, because this will be what we are using in order to see the percent full credit. Right now I have it in a number, so just make sure that you're in percent. And then this is what you would fill in for what percent of the group of students that you're looking at, whether it's a class or a grade level, got full credit for this question. You can look at it by item, you can sort it by standard, by item difficulty, it's really up to you. But then as we're going more in depth and really interpreting the results and looking more closely at them, within this, you're able to click on an item and see what that item looks like. So we have a multiple choice question here, as well as see the students' responses to those items. Within this, I can sort by if a student got it correct or incorrect. For most of the math, the max points is only ever going to be 1 because they're not rubriced out except for on the performance task. But you can see on this student what they chose. It's really helpful then to be able to look at what were the most commonly chosen incorrect answers. There is the key distractor analysis that allows you to see that at a larger scale. So it shows that 77% of the class got the correct answer, which was D. But in other examples, you can see that on this item number 11, 58% got it correct, but 19 people chose B. So then you could go in and you could see, well, what was B? And have a conversation around what was it about B that made it a distractor. So that's just kind of the basics within CERS, always remembering to be able to toggle from percent to number, and then that you can sort by each of these columns. Thanks.